Up in the Air is a dramatic comedy about the decision of whether or not to connect to the world around you or not. It's about those everyday moments where you every once in a while wish to just be alone, to escape into the ether, to jump on a plane and go nowhere, or go anywhere. And we see that through George Clooney's character, Ryan Bingham, who not only has decided to live on his own, but for a living he fires people. He actually cuts people off from what often matters most dear to them. If you're going to make a movie about a guy who fires people for a living and wants to live alone, he better be a damn charming actor. And there really isn't anyone better than that, than George Clooney. You know, this role was obviously tailor-made for him. I wrote it with him in mind. I wrote it for his voice. I wrote it for his attitude. And it was probably one of the most exciting moments of my life that he finished writing it. He looked at me and he said, Jason, it's great. And I thought, oh my God, this might just happen. He's just a lovely guy to have on set. He's a good person. People say that a lot, and you presume that some of it's got to be hype, but it's not. He's the real deal, and he makes people comfortable. And that's one of the greatest parts of having him on set. He's an enormous asset, and then he makes everyone around him comfortable. The crew, the cast. You know, he never leaves. He never goes to his trailer. It's unheard of. So Alex is very much a mirror of Ryan Bingham. She's obsessed with the same things he is. She loves flying. She loves collecting miles. She loves the idea of having an affair that takes place at various hubs across the U.S. And I think this is the only reason that Ryan feels safe with her, is that here's a woman who's never going to ask him to change. Because of social stereotypes, it's easy to look at Alex's character in just its skeleton and presume certain things. And Vera was able to come at it with such charm and elegance that you just fall in love with this woman the second you meet her. You know, these are two characters, Ryan and Alex, that you meet as they're flirting over their mileage status on American Airlines. It's kind of an unthinkable scene, and yet they pull it off. The secret is I wrote Natalie for Anna Kendrick. I had seen her in a movie called Rocket Science, thought she was simply incredible, different from any actress her age, and when she came in an audition, she proved it. There was no one who just even came close to her. I'm very proud of the character of Natalie. I think she's very unique within kind of the filmscape of young female characters. Usually if you're a young female character, a girl in her early 20s, she's going to have to be some sort of romantic lead. She's going to have some boy that she has a crush on. Natalie has nothing like that. Natalie is an unromantic, business-minded, bullheaded young woman. And she's based on a few young women that I absolutely adore. One being my wife. And Danny McBride is a guy I've been wanting to work with ever since I saw him in All the Real Girls. He's just a terrific actor, and I think he's so funny that people forget how good he is at just plain acting. So it was just a thrill to give him a role where his job wasn't to be funny. I have a Travel Pro rollaway, and I can live out of it for weeks at a time. I measure the seconds it takes me to get in and out of an airport, the time it takes me to pack and unpack. Efficiency is something that is prided not only by the main character of this film, but me as well.